Well, take a look at this. It started out as a movie theater and has now become an entertainment mecca. It's all part of Entertainment Properties' master plan to bring families to the movies and much, much more. David Brain is the CEO of Entertainment Properties, and he joins me now from Kansas City. David, good to have you with us.
Hi, Terry. Glad to be here.
It's interesting, you know, your company is a real estate investment trust that primarily has these multiplexes and other entertainment centers. It's a unique kind of investment. Explain.
It is unique. It's the only one of its kind. Really focuses on leisure and entertainment, where the four major food groups of office, residential, industrial, and apartments are really what make up most of the REIT real estate world. We focus on that piece of the world, particularly the cinemas, where people go out for entertainment. And we're unique in that regard.
How is business these days? Because I know your stock's been doing well, but we keep hearing every weekend, you know, the last weekend, 19th straight box office decline over last year. A lot of these Hollywood movies aren't catching fire in 2005 for some reason.
Well, that's true. It's 19 weekends. There have actually been 2 up weeks in that string, and so that's people are playing that for all it's worth to kind of be a reason to be hangering. I'll tell you, as long as I've been in this business, there's been kind of a Chicken Little story about either compression of box office into opening weekends or compression of box office into a few titles, and now maybe it's overall weakness. But there's a lot of seasonality that goes into this business. Last year we had a very strong spring, early summer, and then a weak late summer because of the presidential election and the distraction it caused, and the Summer Olympics. And really there's expected to be a catch-up period there. We're playing about 6 to 8% behind last year. That's not that unusual.
It's not.
And this is still a very good year. I mean, 2004 was an incredible year in the early part of the year. We're still playing ahead of 2003. And you're going to remember 02 and 03 were years both up 10% over their prior years. So we had a couple of big bumps, had a flat year in 04. 05's running a little behind right now, but it's got a pretty good comp as we go on in the later part of the year. And so we expect it really to do well.
All right, and you know, we've also had some mixed signals from the DVD market. We've had Pixar and DreamWorks both coming out with earnings disappointments because their DVD sales haven't been as strong. Yet on the other hand, it seems the trend is, you know, for a lot of people to watch movies at home rather than in some of your theaters and other theaters nationwide. How is that trend impacting you?
Well, I'm glad you point that out because a lot of people are talking about the DVDs replacing the first run, you know, in theater experience, which really has not been true. Got to remember the VCR and the taped movie has been around for 25 years and hasn't replaced it at all while box office continues to climb. But the disappointment in DVD sales is actually running a little deeper, more severe than the disappointment at the box office. So it's not really, it doesn't seem to be a case of one replacing the other whatsoever. I think it just has to do with a bit of, these things come and go, and seasonality and attraction of the films. Films are still doing very well. We still have a half dozen films over 100 million in sales this year.
Right. And yeah, and try to tell a 6-year-old to wait till it comes out in DVD doesn't usually work. But thanks, David.
Doesn't.
Thanks, David, for your insights. David Brain.
Thank you.